Hi everyone, it's Jen from Mind's Eye, and we're going to talk about holistic with the W and what's going on with Reiki and small businesses, massage, and anything like that. But I want to say that I don't know, there's like a play on words with massage. Is there another run through going through this community? Because it really is a hard heinous that can't come of a do of a boo. So when I see this, I say, who is ghosting? Because this Nine of Wands comes in, and it really is nothing to be done. To literally, I mean, where is this hypervigilance that we're just over here like that? But really, you just can't even see it. I mean, it did run through pretty good at Walmart on Christmas Eve, as evidenced by my congestion. But really, the Seven of Swords can't even see it through at all. At all. It really is steel. It really is a steel. So when you see it, you go, Nine of Swords. Is it upright? Is it back? Is it down? It is a done. It is a done. Well, no, it's not done. It really isn't, but it's a true. It is. So Five of Pentacles in reverse. There is an alleviation of like a formality of a farm that some of these businesses were looking for. So when we look at the Eight of Wands and you actually look at everything come through on this type of communication that comes in like velocity right into your home that you can't even see it whatsoever. It really is ill judgment, but really you can't even see it at all. So when you see the Eight of Cups in reverse, it is known. So what are we trying to grab at? Let's look at it a little bit better. When you actually go about and you actually try to settle it down, and that something had run through that community where they were trying to get a contract, but they didn't get a contract, and some people actually were. But you have to realize that you have to have standards of care, and we're going through this conversation again. In order to be like right out, you have to be true. You have to adhere to law and everything. So, if there's some sense of, bad practice, nobody's really going to come around. But with that being said, when it actually is true, those who are adherent to law and protocol and policy and procedure for Reiki or anything like that, other healing modalities, that is where that money is going to come through. But I don't really see it until February of an unknown year. So you'll understand it soon. Usually I'm pretty right out, but it's a young offer right on the table. It's like a hard table. So when I see the Two of Swords, it's really not to be known. It just comes and says, "Hi, how are you?" So when you see the Ace of Wands, you say, "There's no fire about it." That's all you need to know. When the Wheel of Fortune comes through and you say, you can't even make this up, there's no luck. No, there's no luck in it. It is due diligence. That's all. There's no phoenix rising from the ashes. I said, I already know. At least out here in Connecticut, we're having issues again of a kick up, of a tick up of things in the streets, which is normal because I mean it's post-election and you just don't really know what's going through. But you can't even sue it. You can't even do a runaround sue of a Susie Q. I mean, they come out here and they try to do the Irish mob on the laces tied in the boot, and they can't even do a sue around it. So they don't even know their magic per se. And then legal gets involved. Well, they have the right to be silenced, and they can't even say this at all. But the Five of Swords is going to come in, and it really is going to solidify a lot of contracts. And because there's something about what we talked about with the FDA and the CDC and the DPH and everything coming through over the next week, especially about Wuhan and about DEA and about all these illegal narcotic factories that are coming in. I can't even get the words out. See, that's how you know. So when you see the Three of Pentacles, it is a type of get out of my mouth. So that is how you know you are around the gangs. They put it right in your mouth, no matter how strong of a protection you have. So the Three of Pentacles says there is an apprenticeship, there is teamwork, there is uh, availability to be a student, especially with an equal give and take. But when the Queen of Pentacles comes in, you got to sit hard. You got to be well prepared. You got to live low, but like below your means because it's really unhappy, but gotta be Jesus. You gotta be realistic. Reality here. That's reality here out here in Ashford, Connecticut. So when you see the Two of Pentacles, you're gonna see the monetary balance come in. It's going to be better, but it really is seclusion. But really by law, like with everything, it's all choice. So when you actually look at it with the Three of Wands, there is on the horizon. So when I'm looking out my window and I see the horizon and I see it kind of like the morning dew rise up, I'm looking for residual energy. And that is what that crew needs to be looking at every day. What is the aura? What is the energy? What is everything that it should be right now? So when I actually see it come through, and I do have a little bit of ice on my pond in the backyard, but you can't kick it up to the muck. So Celestial Weaver, that really is the conjurer. What like type of energy needs to still be conjured positively so this small community, almost like co-ops of these small businesses, can work together legally and lawfully and maintain each other because there is just something that still needs to come out that you just can't even get out. So when I see the hangman, there is this pause. And I said it was going to affect everyone from December 12th all the way through like almost January 9th. And when you see it, you actually are like crying when it actually comes to. And when I see this sign, it flies in two. The Ten of Cups goes, you can't even believe it. Believe it at all. Unhappiness to take. Let's look at another deck and see what a draw out can do. So when we look at it and there's this unhappiness about businesses not on, get out of my mouth, whoever it is. Reality. Reality. Alrighty. Let's look at animal. Let's look at the animal. Because I still feel like there's something running a slew around here. We didn't have this problem about 4 years ago. Look at this, the cobra in reverse. There's no sting, there's no strike, there's no stand up, there's no protest with that cobra. But when you see this and you see the cosmic egg, you can't even have it alone whatsoever. It really is like this fantasy, this addiction, this delicacy, something of like ingested that is just not right. And it comes in and it swoops in like the hawk as oversight. The lamb. And like what we were talking about, it's like Easter, it's like Esther. The elephant can't even believe no charge end. Dragonfly comes in like a missed message to the dragon going, She's laughing, 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 and saying, I just can't even do this anymore at all. At all. When I'm actually looking at the dragon in reverse, when it comes to holistic, it's already known what your boundaries are as far as contracts and businesses for Reiki and massage and craniosacral therapy and other small businesses working in conjunction with mainstream healthcare. It is actually getting to it. So when you see the fox in reverse, you have to say, where is the sly greed? I don't know why I'm saying that. So when I say that, where is the sly greed? I immediately get thrown United Healthcare. Let's look at that. Different thing. All right, let's look at this one. All right, so it is confirmed what everyone's been thinking about with United Healthcare. That's the Ace of Swords. But when I see on the other split of the deck, it is the Nine of Pentacles. It was not prudent what was happening. And that is like a key word in that whole investigation. It's something about transitioning. That's all you need to know about United Healthcare and transitioning. All right. It is hurtful. It is the Seven of Swords. And look at the fox again in this card. He's looking like he's coiled up and he's just watching uh, really deviously. The Eight of Cups is going to literally be something of a new where you can't even believe it at all. You can't even believe it. Look at this, Father of Cups. That means no attunement. When you're not attuned, when I'm looking at it, someone's showing me the bird, like the bone. There's something about the bones not attuned of like being of clarity. Hollow. Son of Cups, which is the Page of Cups, it's like too young. Let's see what else. There's something else that is related to this community that we just couldn't get a good like insurance contract or getting in on. Not even a set and stay put. The Page of Wands is going to say it literally was like the rod standing there and saying no, no. The Mother of Swords is going to come in. There was no logic with it. Like I said, it was about transitioning. The Six of Pentacles wants to come out, but really it's the Four of Pentacles. There was no securement. Confirmed. Anything that came to your mind about that investigation with the holistic community, especially the co-ops and the timeliness of orders and why we can't get anything straight or correct. Can't even be. It can't even be. All right. Lastly, to close it out is the Star Seed Oracle. This group is a little bit harder to read. Usually they're highly in tune and highly intuitive, instinctive. You just don't know exactly what to do. Basically, there's something about relationships and conflict. So I look at like partnerships and contracts. And then I would say there's something about like saying yes to change. There's some change ups coming in the next 1 to 3 months. But there's something in the like unconsciousness, like they wake up and they say, no, I understand what I got to do now. And there's something about also being like in conflict, a little bit angry about something, and just righting past wrongs, uprooting. But basically, all you need to know is this, that group needs to slow down and just have observancy. Observancy is key. So, with that being said, that's all I have to say for this week for a holistic review. Any questions or concerns, leave a like, comment, or share, and we'll talk to you soon.